Ken, do you have a follow-up?
Jake? Yeah, please. Jake, just putting aside all that sort of off-field disruptions, just on the field, would you say scrums and breakdowns are going to be the two key areas where you need to ensure parity with the Storm?
Well, Ken, to be fair, we got Grobis, who's probably one of the best ball field fishers in the game. We've got Marcel, who's unbelievable on the floor. So it's not a case of, Dion Fourie is a wonderful player, and he can also go hard at the breakdown. But that's a skill that we've got. We've got enough players in our team that can do that as well. So yeah, that's one area. The other area is the scrum. I just feel that the turf at Newlands or at Cape Town Stadium is not conducive to scrumming. And I know the Stormers have obviously spoken a lot about the fact that they've got great scrum and they've got two, World Cup winning props, and that's fine. But I just don't think the surface here gives them the benefits or the bonuses that they should get, because I just think that it's a surface that breaks up quickly, and it's sometimes away. It takes the contest of the scrum away, and I'd hate to lose a game because the scrum collapses. And the perception is that the two Springbok front rankers could never have done anything wrong, because I've seen them slip. I think the last 80 scrums I've taken out from this field, there's 23 resets. And I mean, that's against all different forms of teams. So I think, unfortunately, for whoever, and I say this, the Stormers, I think, unfortunately, their surface doesn't allow them to play to one of their strengths, which is having two Springbok props. We haven't been to the field yet. I mean, we're going to go there now this afternoon. So we haven't trained on the field as in see what it's like now. But I think historically, I've just given you a fact. The last 80 scrums on that field, 23 resets against different opposition. Now, you can't therefore say that one team is illegally scrumming or the other team, because, I mean, out of 80 scrums, they collapsed 23 times. Something is not right. So I just wouldn't want tomorrow. The perception is that the two South African front rankers, who are really good rugby players and good scrummagers, get the rub of the green because the front row collapses. So I also think we've scrummed really well. In fact, one of our stats is I think we've got one of the highest amount of scrum penalties as well. I'm talking about in our favour. So, I just think it's one of those areas where, I just wouldn't want to have a result based on the fact that one scrum collapsed and the perception was that one person had caused it to collapse and that team ends up losing.